Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and hope you're lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka Blitz, and I'm here today to have a little chat about World of Tanks PC. This is our weekly PC vid. I'm very, very excited to be bringing you this game. This is one of the greatest games I've ever been a part of. Watch on. Don't leave because, mate, the ending is an absolute cracker. You will not believe what happens. It's incredible stuff. Now, this is the PC variant. Well, that's not really fair. That's not right either. Blitz is the variant. PC is the originator. Let's not get the cart before the horse, or indeed the horse before the cart. This is also a map that I have no idea what to do on, and which I have no intention of even pretending any great knowledge of. And this is also the very, very beginnings of my PC career. The STG that you can see here is crewed by a bunch of mad Russians. They don't know anything. They don't do anything. They don't have sixth sense. They don't have concealment. They don't really have anything going for them. One of them is called Crazy Eyes. I don't even know. I think he might be an alcoholic. The other bloke is Risky Business, and he's fresh out of the gulag, and you can't really expect much out of them, or me for that matter. Now, I have driven quite a few tanks since this game was actually made, or was rather filmed. I've driven the Nameless. I did a video on the Nameless last week. It was lauded across the board as one of the most hard-hitting exposés of a premium tank ever published. Right up there with Foch's lovely work on the Chrysler. Obviously a memorable one that everyone's still talking about now. I've been running around in the, well, I think it's a Stridswagen or something like that. It's one of the Steves, one of the triangular Steves, the TD, the Swedish TDs. I like to call them triangular Steves. And that is pretty overpowered because, I mean, I think I'm at like 48% in this thing, and I was at like 67% in that thing over a whole bunch of games. Basically, that pens everything, and it's a TD. It's really, really good. And I've actually dragged myself up to 52% or something overall. So all the signs of competence are in the ascendancy. I'm beginning to feel my oats. You can see I'm doing my famous Risky Business reversing up the STG maneuver, which is probably a little bit, you know. And I've also learned to load Premo. Have a look at that. Premo. When you have problems being competent, load Premo, and they tend to go away very, very quickly. Something else you're going to see in a little minute, they're all in spawn. There's a bunch of foolhardy souls who've pushed up here on the western flank for the red guys. Let's call them Team Dynamic as F gameplay, the red guys, and they're really making a go of it. They're doing their level best to actually make this game a contest. And hats off to them. And there's a WZ down here who's pushed to the corner, and he's been left a little bit lonely. He's lost two of his mates. You can see there the frog tank there with the Tricolor. And on the right is the Japanese big boy. And we've touched him up pretty handily. And I'd like to say that I've done a lot of that. You can see 503 damages there on the left-hand side of the screen. Obviously indicative of the kind of superlative performance you can expect from me going forward. And we're going to push the flame. Now, it's a tier 10 game, and I'm in a tier 8 premium medium, right? I've got no crew skills. I don't have sixth sense. I don't have anything. I think I mentioned that already. But I have a spirited and adventurous heart. And so I'm going to go forward, because that's what you do when you want to have a go, when you want to play a game. I come from a background where a game is over. Oh, hang on, I do have sixth sense. I was telling lies. This is from last week, this game. Oh, mate, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you came here looking for knowledge and common sense, you came to the wrong place, because I do, in fact, have sixth sense. So I know I've been spotted. Hats off. I remember I got sixth sense, and I learned to load the gold. Those are the two things that I learned from Quickie Baby. When we were over at Tank Fest, I had lunch with Quickie Baby and his missus. And Will was lovely, and his missus was lovely as well, and a couple of his mates from Europe as well. And everyone was sporting their Load the Gold t-shirts, and I've taken it to heart. And there's the light bulb again. Gee, I was never so happy as when I got that bloody light bulb. There's a Steve. There is a Steve. There's a triangular Swedish tank in spawn. Triangular Steve. I can't see him. It's one of the other things that I've really got to get to grips with in PC. There's a lot of bushes, people sit behind them, and you never see them. You just never see them. There's a long island there. It's impersonating Italy, ducking out in the Mediterranean. At the very bottom right-hand side of the minimap, you can see there is literally the proverbial boot filled with poop, looking out into the med, and it's doing its level best to harbour a whole lot of red tanks with ill intent, namely a bunch of artillery, a bunch of triangular Steves. There's a triangular Steve. Taste some gold, Steve. Taste some gold and like the taste of that gold, my friend. And, you know, I'm now going to reverse up here because nothing says competence like showing your backside to a bunch of tanks with enough penetration to go through you frontally firing HE. And I've actually done that to get away because I've looked at the top of the map and you can see at the top of the mini-map there, I'm a little bit worried there is a T-54 Mod 1. Now he is pushing around and going gangbusters for the cap. And we've done the hard yards. We've pushed down into their spawn and died to the camping guns and the artillery, which is like the hardest part of the game to get done. And that's, I mean, everyone tries to do that right off the bat. You push as hard as you can at the enemy spawn. You try to get killed ASAP by the camping TDs and camping artillery. And then you beat a hasty retreat back to the cap circle to try and save the day from the T-54 Mod 1 and get that special badge that screams competent tanker. The, I don't know the name of it. Might be the Risky Business or the Niski Nistinen or something Polish. I'm not sure. Anyway, there we go. We cop one from the Mod 1. I'm low on hit points, but I'm not silly enough to go and try and engage him on my own. Just going to try and hold him here for the AT-15 to pop around the corner, and then, indeed, we will... Oh, hang on! Oh, can you feel the dynamic gameplay? Look, those blokes all the way down there on the right-hand side of the minimap who was sitting on that bit of Italy poking into the Mediterranean have clicked the button, and he sent a shell of justice, joy, and frivolity all the way up to the western side of the map, and he's managed to nut the little STG just doing his job, trying to save the day. Hats off. I love artillery. Coming from the Blitz background where you actually have games that are over in 2 or 3 minutes, the thought of artillery is kind of like cooties. It's like head lice. You really don't like it. It's not a lot of fun. Doesn't make any sense. You're not sure why it exists. It's just odd. Now, this 54 Mod 1, full credit to him, did have a crack. He did come around the corner. He did try and push the flank. And, yeah, he's going to get punished for it. Because adventurous spirits don't go very well in this game. Both the tanks that pushed here are going to die. Both the 54 Mod 1 and his mate over there, the heavy tank, who has also pushed the map. We've not seen hide nor hair of the triangular Swede, triangular Steve. And last time we saw the artillery pieces, they were sitting on that Italy bit down the bottom. Oh, here we go. T28. This is where it's at. Now we're talking. 3v2. This is going to get very, very interesting. We've got 7 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock. And this is what I was talking about before, guys. This is where the rubber really meets the road. This is where we find out who the best tankers in the game are. You hear that? That was the artillery again, booming overhead, sending a little bit of whistling death our way as we await the conclusion. Now, I told you this was going to be an exciting game. The dog's very excited. He's here. He's excited. He's going, oh, Bushka, this is going to be a hell of a game. Look at the T28. He's rolling along. He's clocking over 20 kilometers an hour in a bid for victory. Is that what he's doing? I'm not sure. Can't be certain. No. 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 Is he going to keep going? Is he really going to go to spawn? Jeez, that's adventurous. That's really adventurous. I mean, the artillery's waiting for him. They'd be sitting there looking at the corner, ready to click, 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 Mick Clickerson. There we go. I wonder if that 1038 has found the forward button yet. Oh, Bushka. You card. Okay, he's knocked a tree over. So he's got some camo. That's what he's done. He's got some camo if anyone turns up behind him. AT-15 hasn't moved. It's now been like nearly 2 minutes since we killed the last red guy. Yeah. Hang on. I think I feel a song coming on. Oh, feel it. Gonna have a campfire. Gonna set up a campfire right here. Gonna toast me some marshmallows. Oh. I don't know if you have seen my track so narrow, like my point of view. Gonna get me some campfire music going on up in here. Doing it back and forth, doing it, loving it, can't get enough of it. Ooh! I think someone died with 7 minutes left. No one's moving. They're afraid of death. Oh, that's alright. We got artillery. Oh yeah, artillery gonna save the day. Woo-hoo! Hallelujah. Can you feel that dynamic gameplay? That dynamic gameplay coming at ya. Ooh yeah. Nothing like dynamic gameplay to do me. Oh, there's me, I'm dead. There's an AT-15, he's looking the other way as he feels the dynamic as gameplay. Oh yeah. Let me bring this back just a moment. I want to talk about artillery. Can we talk about artillery? They're sitting in that spawn still. You just know they're looking all over that map, waiting for a tree to fall. They're going to take you to the bridge. We're going to talk about artillery. Why is it in the game? It's just click, 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 click. That's probably a bit unfair. Oh, it's in the game. It's not like these guys are playing something that's illegal. So I apologize. Maybe this is like Greenpeace. And what we have here is not really a bunch of camping and dynamic gameplay. It's 5 souls who just want to make the world a better place by saving on petrol. These are like 5 dudes who are riding the bike to work. They're getting public transport. They're swimming to work. They're running to work. They're getting the skateboard out and taking it up to the shops for a pint of milk instead of getting in that freaking gas-guzzling 4-wheel drive and pumping off like a soccer mum to pick up a couple of extra bits of bread. Maybe he's fallen asleep. I mean, it's complete. I did. I fell asleep watching it. It was pretty incredible. The AT-15 hasn't moved either. He's fallen asleep. Maybe they're just into their physical workout. Getting physical. 7-minute abs. 7 minutes left, a guy died. Everyone's just gone. That's the chance. We're going to knock out 7-minute abs and get rippling abdominal style. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened is dynamic gameplay came along and saved the game. The specter of dynamic gameplay was just waiting to steal you up and spirit you away. Oh, but mention how much I love artillery. Dynamic as gameplay. Yeah, I had to sing because I've got like 7 minutes to fill before the end of the game. Suppose I could post something on Twitter. Hang on. I'm going to post on Twitter now. At Bushka Blitz. What's happening? Nothing. I think that was pretty apt. NBA starts soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a big San Antonio Spurs fan. Been following them since I was like 10. Oh, it's 34 years ago. Might have Might cook some hamburgers for dinner. I really hate it when you wash a towel and you dry it and it's a bit, and you put your fingers in it, it gets under your nails. It's a really weird feeling.